My beautiful Christar family. It's July 11th. We have some incredible birthdays today. Happy birthday, Fabrice. Happy birthday, Brendy. I just want to send so much love to the both of you. There is a lot of energy. So I was actually thinking of you guys as I was experiencing the waves and the frequencies, figuring maybe it was your guidance teams that were coming up for your solar return to share a lot of information, downloads, and transmissions. So last night, I just was sitting there listening to the codes, the waves. They sounded a lot like, almost kind of like Morse code in a lot of ways, just kind of the way the light language comes through. You can really hear it like a language. So for those of you that are very, very sensitive as far as light sleepers, probably you didn't get a lot of sleep last night because of how intense it was. We have such a tremendous, beautiful energy that's held within the True Sky Gemini star seeds of our soul circle. So I know you've lived your whole life going by the energy of Cancer, but recognizing in the true sky, we are still within Gemini. So I would just be curious for all of you that are going through your solar returns right now. What is it like feeling the energy of Gemini now as a robe to wear, as an energy to play with in this lifetime rather than Cancer? This is huge for a lot of us to really get freed up, to play with energy that is more in alignment to where our birth signature, our geometry is aligned to the stars in the sky. And all of this is about then being able to find those doorways to break free from the illusions, break free from the matrix, if you will. So I want to share a bit of the energy of our chart today, because my goal with sharing astrology, the human design, the gene keys, even the stellar nations, it's all about finding the places that we have been embedded with programming. Where have the Nibiru and Diotic crystals and the artificial grids and the artificial transmissions been keeping us from our organic templates? Where can we align to the eternal flame again so that we can break free from any of the matrices or the cube systems that have been holding us back? So truly, we want to be able to use these star maps as a way to break free from things that have been locking us into mind slides or illusions. That's what these grids do. They put a false reality into our brain, into our mind, and into our memories so that we go off course from our organic or Christic path. And the way that we can see this in a very clear way is look how far off alignment we are from how we used to live in Lemurian times or in the motherland of Mu here upon the earth. We are so out of alignment to the natural organic cycles and connections that we can see how artificial our alignments are and our dreams are to so many things. And so let's look at what the energy today is giving us an opportunity to see. Let's look at the star map, how the sky is. And we again are looking at the true sky. So we get to see that this energy of Mars and Uranus is really, really, really prominent right now. We know that they are going into conjunction here very soon in that alignment to Algol, the fixed star Algol. And as we get to look at this energy, we're looking at where are we restoring that amazing energy of the Divine Mother, that this is going to be a restoration, if you will, from tyranny timelines, from the hands of the fallen femme families, the fallen angelic energies. And as we get to look at this, we get to realize this energy is going to play out in a lot of different ways. On the collective, on a shadow level, this could be massive bloodshed, explosion energy, war type of energy, heads rolling kind of energy. This could be something massive. It's within the energy of Taurus, so it's going to also have a lot to do with Earth. Grids, moving, explosions, cataclysm. Remember, our Divine Mother also may having her own retaliations to some of the energies she's breaking free from, the chains of the Nibiruan dyadic crystals. So as the Jehovian grid lines and the dove grids are getting unlocked from the Arcturian Anunnaki influences and their beast machine technologies, we're finding that the earth has to shift. So there's a lot of tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, shifts on the planetary sphere that are rattling and shaking just as much as in the collective consciousness and mind of humanity. So there's a lot of unease in the financial realms. There's a lot of unease in the political scapes on the planet. There's a lot of unease in just the planetary sphere as far as weather and grid changes. And all of this is just shaking. It's like Mars and Uranus. It's like the power and force of the warrior and the fire moving with the lightning bolt of Uranus is just shaking things up right now. So you really want to see where this is in your own personal chart, what house this is in. This natal chart here on the screen is going to be pulled up based on Spokane, Washington, because that is where I am right now as I am doing this recording with you. But as we get to look at this vibrational energy, I want to pull your energy to a couple other things. So let's look at this really quick. We want to look at the fact that Uranus is really connected to the resetting of the Orion metagalactic core. So Alnitak, Mintaka, but Orion is really, it's our metagalactic core. It's our 8th chakra. It's our higher heart. And it is one of the most hijacked places in our galactic history. It is where a lot of us started to really incarnate in and become involved with the dramas that were going on within this universal matrix. And so as Mars is moving in with that energy, we can begin to see this is really a collective of healing this Orion timelines with this Nibiruan energy. This is massive, you guys, and I'm going to tie something else in so that you get to really introspect into what is this. You know, we can see that this is the old system at play, and we are coming in with these new grid lines to really heal this vibration and energy within there. Now, let's look at where Arcturus and Andromeda are also playing into this right now, as well as the vibration of Vega. So as we go back to this, we're going to see that Pluto connected to Vega is holding a huge vibration for us right now. So we are really having the opportunity to recognize how much the planets have been hijacked by these archons and their spheres, the music of the spheres, their spheres have been playing an influence in us that has been locking in our programming of our reincarnation cycles and how we've been living. So now as we get to look at this, those of you that I've been getting the opportunity to do some of these clearings, especially the seals and implants clearing with, we are really taking the Aquiline Sun transmissions and moving it through the planetary bodies in order to rewrite the song or the sound or the symphony that is emanating from them. So as we're working with Pluto, we're not only rewriting the Vega energy within there, we're healing those cataclysms and those war timelines from the Lyran Wars. We're also beginning to now infuse the song of the Aquiline Suns through Pluto. So it's unlocking your treasure trove of your gifts, your abilities, your light codes. All of your gifts that you have are not going to be hidden in the underworld anymore. You're going to have them available. And now let's look at, we've just recently, within the last few weeks, had Neptune and Saturn going into retrograde as well. Retrograde is actually really special. It kind of halts a lot of the programming, and those of us that know how to use it can actually take it and spin it inward so that we can begin to unwind the Metatronic cube systems from it and begin to re-embed the organic. So what does this mean for here? Well, Neptune is connected to the ninth stargate of Andromeda. So a lot of the technical manipulations that have happened. So when we look at this, Andromedan energy has beautiful high vibrational gifts, diplomacy to really help us. Nope, Darlene just texted something on the Telegram. So much love. Yeah, I know you could hear that. So within this, as we get to look at this, Neptune is giving us the ability to break away from a lot of the hallucinations, the mind, and the AI. So think of the Andromedan Syndicate, think of the Andromedan or the Necromatron Andromes within the Voyager's books. These are a lot of the really utilizing kind of like holographic VR technologies to embed into the consciousness of races. It's really a viral infiltration into our cortexes and into our mind, kind of like a cult, and being infiltrated by this energy. And we are breaking free from that and going back into the organic. Saturn is going to be that influence of our dove or Jehovian grid lines that are coming back online into the organic. So Saturn is connected to Arcturus. So it's really helping us break from the Anunnaki Arcturian energy so that we can break out of the phantom systems. Think about all of these breaking out of the phantom representations of Andromeda, the phantom Arcturus, the phantom Andromeda, the phantom Vega energies. And as we break free from these, you're being asked to restructure. So when we tap into it from true stars, we're in Aquarius. This is going to give us that Uranus power and energy to break free from this vibrations. The Neptunian energy still in Pisces here in the true sky. Well, what do we want to do with that? How do we want to embed this vibration of fluidity and change? And so as you get to look at this, I wanted to add this so that as you imagine kind of looking at these, we're really working with the energies of the 10th Stargate. We're really clearing on this universal level, the Nibiruan energy, the Arcturian energy, the Orion energy, and the Andromedan energy. So this really kicks through with all of these planetary bodies that we're working with. If you are on any of these land grids, you can work with that vibration. This is really special, you guys. I just wanted to share with you guys some of this energy that's coming, because as we start to move a little bit closer, especially as we're going to be moving in to more of these Stargate alignments as we move into August, this is going to be a big deal. There's so much coming up. We have our True Sky Cancer star report coming up on the 14th. So you guys join me for that. We're going to talk about that, but I want to be able to give a little bit more of these real-time reports for you guys, because there's some beautiful energy that you can harness right now. It is really tricky in the collective if you're having to blend with a lot of the individuals that are working with shadow energy. Be mindful of anyone that is still running off of a lot of the program and the shadow energy. There can be just a lot of up and down in their emotions and in what they are experiencing, and you want to just shield up. Just utilize your beautiful 48-dimensional shield to move through that energy so that it's not affecting or influencing into any of your emotional body, etheric body, mental body, astral body. Just fortify all of that up so that as you move through this reality in your starship, you are doing all with the beauty of the crystallite. So much love, you guys. I hope this gives a little bit of an insight to some of the energy that we're working with right now. Please look at, where is Pluto, where is Saturn, where is Neptune, where is this Uranus Mars taking place in your personal chart. Overlay that with, if you look at it through your tropical chart, awesome. Go ahead and just then see what it looks like. And what I'll do in our next video is I'll show you actually how to find this chart, this particular True Sky chart in your AstroSeek.com chart. So if you are using that particular program, there's no need to have to go get a whole other chart and do it. There's a way to actually find something that's really close to this chart right here. It just won't have Ophiuchus in it, which no big deal. It kind of couples Scorpio and Ophiuchus. So I want to show you how to find that on there. For all of you, so much love. I'll see you in the Soul Circle group. We'll keep chatting there as all the energy keeps going. Much love. Happy July 11th to you. And whoo, let's keep riding this energy, you guys. This is amazing.